So this is the boarding line for Shanghai.
The authorities will come on and they will take you off in small groups.
I've got the corona. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, you guys, what's up? My name is Ashlyn if you're new here. Feel free to subscribe if you like Baja Bug content, which is usually what I make on this channel. Today is going to be something different. If you follow us on Instagram, then you may know that we were recently in the United Kingdom, unfortunately, around the time that COVID-19 started to really pop off around the world and take over. I happened to get vlog footage of everything on our trip. You can really start to see how COVID-19 took over and things like really started to get interesting fast. Off we go. I got the worst seat.
Here it is, that's the front wheel. Oh man, you can see the freaking Bye California.
Bye Cali. We left on March 5th. When we left, coronavirus was just starting to be a known thing. Ugh. Plain food. Disgusting. Within 10 minutes of landing now. Spoiler alert, I can't control the banter in the car, so you might hear some pretty crazy or funny things.
And grabby brakes.
Grabby?
And you're going to be making another left, and I will notify you when.
See that L on the back?
Yeah, for loser.
No, learner.
Oh. He's going right.
Oh,
Is that the Natural History Museum?
That's what it
of London.
It's a big museum.
It's cool, they got food.
That's the one I want to go to.
Very cool.
I don't care.
There's a homeless.
And I'm really glad that we didn't get out at London. We just drove around in the car because, as you can see from this next clip, it was packed. And they are now a hotspot for the coronavirus.
Keep following this road. And it looks like at this light you're going right.
So right down here?
Yep. And then you're going to make the next, like you gotta hug the whole right all the way. So make a 90-degree right.
Keep on going around, right?
I thought we did come up here last time.
We came up here. We
did.
all
Trains
seen
up
it.
there working on
Yeah, I don't like
At the roundabout, you're...
You want to go see front of Buckingham Palace?
At the roundabout, you're staying left.
Left.
You're
What did
staying
you say, Jamie?
Yes.
You're staying on Lambeth Road.
Stop here. And get this, she's naming her son. She hasn't had him yet, but the baby's name is going to be Clifford. Like Clifford the big red dog. I know someone named Clifford. Awful name.
See, this is a park to the right of us. Ashlyn?
Here's Buckingham. All done.
All done.
Seen there,
We
seen
came
there.
over here too when Jamie was performing at the whatchamacallit.
Hey,
Oh, this is Westminster Abbey.
Westminster Abbey?
Yeah, that's where
That is
Jamie
so pretty.
played.
It's
Oh,
closed for renovations, by the way.
that's what they sprayed the bathroom with. Probably sprayed his ass.
Spencer and I also had virtually no idea where we were the entire vacation. So... Here Spencer and I are at a little farmer's market in, where are we?
I don't know.
I think we're Birmingham. Some of my favorite things included the Bull Ring, which is this big shopping center. This is how big this place is, you guys. Woo. Are you enjoying the UK, Spence?
Well, it's good so far.
Not the food, huh?
No.
We're gonna see how much this is, you guys. Holy, look at that.
10,000. Cost 10. Holy, 47,000.
What
Pounds.
on earth? We went to see a castle in Wales. That was cool. Caernarfon, I don't know.
Some kind of castle.
It's really hard to get anything because it's raining so much. But Spence and I are all bundled up and we're gonna see a castle. The entrance to the castle. Very pretty. Wow, look, cannons.
Off wall. More archers and
And look, you get a good view of the castle. Lots of construction.
well, that's the tower. This is the wall.
Oh, look, you get a really good view of the coast right there. Does not look very friendly to swim in. I'm surprised they leave that little area open. Another one of these stairs. Oh wow, it goes higher too. Woo! We made it. That is pretty. Wow. Up at the roof. It's like absolutely. Turn one way and you're trying to do something and flies up. This was probably one of the funniest moments of the whole trip. I laughed so hard.
I kind of missed it a little bit.
The updraft comes and it gets you.
He's trying to work his phone.
How long is it? Yeah, my poncho's still acting up.
Don't throw it too far that way. They're really split in your eye.
Wow. There's the
This little bridge.
countryside, guys, and the coast. One quick video. There's one window. There's another. Look, the courtyard. Here, there's the coast. Okay, we're good. So after the castle that we went to, we got to our little bed and breakfast that we were going to be staying at for the next 2 nights. It was called Nantio's, and it was gorgeous.
Spencer is parking there.
Oh my god, you guys. I have to show you the best part about this room. You will not believe this. It is amazing and super warm in here as well. Look at this. It's so nice. Look, this is a towel drying rack. This is so hot right now. It's nice. I think this under here. Nope. Oh yeah, it's the same thing. It's for heat too. Looks like a fireplace. Like a random chair in the corner because, you know, you might want to watch someone take a bath or something. I don't know. That bathroom also happened to have a bidet, which, if you don't know what that is basically a sink toilet where you wash your ass off. I've never used one before. I did try it out. It was strange. What's this? A letter? Open it. Oh wait, look at that seal. Look at that. That is cool. That's actual seal.
It's wax seal, yeah.
It says, if you'd like to dine with us during your stay and have not already booked, blah, blah, blah. I think that's pretty much it. Raining. I will. Look at all the sheep. How cool is that? And this is where we're staying right now for one more night. Wow. Look at how wide
They
this
repave
gets.
them, right?
So we had a lot of drinks that night after we got settled. One of the things that I learned in the UK is when you order a beer, you're gonna get a pint usually, which is 4 more flow ounces than a regular beer here in America. So the next day we woke up and we made a drive to Port Marion. So here we are at Port Marion, you guys. Shopping. Wow. Very pretty.
Let me take a picture of you.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Look at this. Can look out. Ground. Wow. Walls.
Are there any quarters?
Any pounds. This is cool.
You didn't put the money that
The coronavirus at this point had started spreading a little bit. There were more and more countries popping up with it. So I do remember, like, every time we touched something, we were starting to be a lot more careful about the hand sanitizer. Ooh, time to order from Mackey's.
Yeah, takeaway.
Later that day, we ended up going to McDonald's, and in the UK, they call them Mackies. But we were using the touchscreen, and I do remember being like, they really want us to use the touchscreen when there's an infectious disease going around? You guys, my first mozzarella stick from McDonald's. Can you film me?
What are we filming, mukbangs now? That's good.
Here's the sauce for it right there.
Good.
That was pretty good. It's like sweet. And as you can see, we also were able to sit in the restaurant and eat, which was pretty funny. I think that was about a few days before everything shut down and you couldn't eat in them altogether. So we walked out and it's actually a beautiful day in Wales. Nice sunny blue skies over there. Don't look the other way too much.
Yeah, it's nice.
All of this over here should be fields, but it's flooded right now. Should be open fields.
Minced beef pie. Spence and I are having our first enjoyable UK food. And look, right in front of a castle. With geese. Also, if you're in the UK, be sure to ask for still water, because sparkling water is gross. Sparkling water is fucking disgusting.
That was a pastry shop.
There's the castle.
We keep you.
Caerphilly Castle.
See if we get married.
Look at how much hail there is.
Let's benefit the country and the world.
No.
He's missing a cane.
Look at the Doritos flavors. Cool original flame grilled steak. Chili heat wave. What? Peking duck. Tandoori chicken masala. Red curry. Oh my god, that's hilarious. So this is chili flavor. Damn! The UK be missing out on those chip flavors. You need to up your chip game, seriously, you guys. You need to get some barbecue pizza, or you gotta get some ranch Pringles. Like, that was some whack chip selection. Also, those Doritos, the chili heat wave Doritos. I mean, they're okay, but you gotta get some nacho cheese Doritos. Now that is where it's at. We're at Worm's Head now. Worm's Head and Rizzoli Bay was one of my favorite places of the entire trip. I'm pretty damn sure that it's closed down right now. By the time we went, there was already a coronavirus warning there. So, one little lonely house.
It's the house from Doctor Who.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
We're going to the edge. Watch all the dirt and molehills. Oh wow, look at that. Look at how the rock comes up out of the grass. Look at that. Wow. Oh baby. Smile. Wait, come here. I didn't even notice that. It's got a pretty color. Yeah. You can hear them bang. To the very top. Wow. Look at that, you guys. How beautiful is that? Wow. Look at that. I'm not gonna go any farther, but they rub up against this.
They're itchy.
And then it takes their wool off. Look at that little hole in there. That one in the back is like, don't leave me behind.
Worm's Head, way over there. We're not going over there, but...
But you can get an idea for what it looks like. Super pretty, greenery, and there's sheep everywhere.
Cliffs.
Time to go. Going in. So, finally, we made it to March 14th. The day of the wedding. The day before, Trump had just instituted a travel ban on any non-US citizens from a lot of European countries, but the UK in the beginning was not included in that.
To be my wife. Be my wife. Be my husband.
Do you my husband?
Do you know which is which?
This ring.
I give to you. This ring I give to you. That was so long yet. Ready? We got any hand sanitizer? As a token of my love. Well, it gives me great pleasure to pronounce that you are now husband and wife.
Woo! Very cool. Look at this. Gotta get the front. He's still
3, 2, 1, go!
There was hand sanitizer that they gave to everyone as we came in, and same with the wedding reception. But then there were literally people getting half naked on the dance floor like 3 hours later.
Over the years we have become good friends. I'm still not too sure if I'm actually his friend or his minder.
Cracking soldier as well, lads. Thank you, Sergeant.
The other part I'm supposed to do now is say lovely things about my dog.
So this is where things start getting pretty spicy. So after the wedding, we were supposed to have a day and then we would be going to Scotland. And with the coronavirus accelerating and everything, Trump decided to add the United Kingdom to the list of places that's banning non-US citizens from flying in. At this point, Spencer's father got a little nervous because obviously we didn't want to get trapped, out in the United Kingdom. He was thinking that it would be better to get a ride home before possibly getting locked out of the US. So we decided to call up the airline and see if we could change our flight from the Friday that we would be flying out of the UK to possibly an earlier flight and skip the Scotland trip altogether. Nobody was happy about that. However, it seems like perhaps everyone might have had that same idea, because when we called the airline, this happened.
Then we were already leaving.
So we're just gonna keep our original plan, right?
But we'd still have to pay an additional.
Yes. And we still have to pay 4,000.
So we're just keeping our original flight.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Oh my god.
yeah, because the other optional flight they were giving us was next.
4,000.
4 to 6.
4 to 6, right?
Just to go back home.
So we're going to
Well, there's
Scotland,
still
I
enough flights
guess,
going out on the 23rd.
because
They still got the
it
flights
would
going
cost
out.
us
Yeah.
$1,000 a person to change our flight at this moment.
Yeah.
It might have been a little hard to catch what was going on there. But what ended up happening was we called the airline up, we explained that we needed to get home sooner because of the coronavirus situation. They told us there was a sooner flight leaving on Tuesday instead of Friday, so it'd be 3 days sooner. And at the very end of the conversation, right before we were about to do it, they said, "I'll need your card for the charge." We asked how much it was. They said £776. And then we asked, "Oh, is that for all 6 of us?" And the person said, "No, that's per person." And we were just like, yeah, no, that's not happening. And the only other flight they had available was after our original flight. So since we were going to be stuck out there anyways till Friday, we just decided to keep our original plans and go to Scotland because what the hell, make the most of it, I guess. This thing is so nice. Very nice room. Let me show you the view, you guys. Boy, you cannot do that in America. Someone would jump and you get sued. So we got settled into a hotel next to the Bristol airport, and we went and visited this amazing, pretty, just small, quaint town called Cheddar. like the cheese, I guess. Look at how beautiful that is.
Everywhere. You can see the little spoon coming.
Kebab kitchen.
Yeah, no,
I still haven't had a doner kebab. Look at that. So beautiful. Is that a sword? Look, look, look.
Oh, look.
It's a sword. Wow, that's pretty. So at this point, everything started getting strange. That town, Cheddar, that we went to, it was like 4 o'clock and everything seemed to be shut down. Coronavirus had started really affecting the tourist industry. That night, after we came back from dinner, we went to the bar in our hotel, and the bartender started talking about just everything that was going on, and the guy pretty much was in tears. I mean, you could tell he was very emotional, and he was saying that he didn't know how the place was going to keep going. He said it cost $40,000 to keep it running a month. And there were like a handful of people, maybe, that were staying there. Getting ready to go to the airport for Scotland. So the bartender kind of gave us a reality check as to what was going on and how people were going to be affected by this. And then the next day, we got picked up by the taxi driver. And on the way to the airport, he was the same way. He was beside himself, practically in tears, you know. He was saying he didn't know how he was going to make rent that week to pay for his flat. And that was pretty heartbreaking. I felt bad, like, giving him a tip at the end, like, you wish you could give more. Like, oh, I'm sorry your life is falling apart. Here's £2. It's dead in here. There's, like, no one. That 8:35 Edinburgh flight is ours, but we don't get to know what gate we're at until 10 minutes before the flight.
And there's 40 gates. Coming up to gate 25 for Edinburgh.
Spence and I are not good with airplanes and airports. It's so hard to figure everything out, and we get upset and confused. But we're finally here. So Spence and I had to combine 3 bags into 2. So.
And that's all because my mother couldn't carry all her own luggage.
Not us. You ready?
A little brisk out here.
Yeah. I've never actually walked onto a plane before.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Not like this.
Is the plane leaking?
Here we are, coming in for landing.
Yeah, that dead. Seriously. And this was when they found out that bingo night had been canceled in Wales. Bingo.
Monday night
Ooh, double-decker bus.
Stop Princes Street. For connections with bus services to Stockbridge.
There's Edinburgh Castle. Double cheese. Look at that.
Are we good enough for Spencer?
Definitely gonna not go there. The running joke that we had the whole time was that we were zigzagging the corona because it seemed like everywhere we traveled to was less locked down than where we had just came from. But when we left Wales, we had just started hearing about all these things getting shut down. The church that the wedding took place at had shut down 3 days after the wedding. And then by the time we got to Scotland, everything was open, wide open. Pubs were open, restaurants were open, stores, shops, everything was open, tourist attractions. And meanwhile, we were like looking at the rest of the world. California was running out of toilet paper because of hoarders. Grocery stores everywhere were empty. And when we got to Scotland, it kind of seemed like this little secluded place where none of that was happening yet. Alrighty, so
Here we are at the Premier Inn at Edinburgh. If I'm pronouncing it right or wrong, I don't care. I'm here.
And this is a little tip for you guys that are traveling while an epidemic is going on.
They have high cancellation rates, so you can pretty much request the room you want.
And
So
we requested
the room with the view of Edinburgh Castle. So we got the castle view. Probably a better view from this window. Oh yeah. What a beautiful castle.
What a beautiful city in general.
Yeah,
I'm excited to check it out.
This is different than any city we've ever seen.
This is a Scottish pie, and I'm not sure if I'll like it or not.
You should. Is it filming or no? Yeah.
How do I eat it?
I don't know. You're gonna tip everything out of it though.
Look, I see a penis. Ooh, walking the streets of Edinburgh. It's
A little chilly.
very cold. I had to put my hair back in a ponytail because it was freezing. Chilly, chilly.
I kind of want another beanie because I don't know where the other one is, but
Spencer wants a beanie because he's cold.
I already bought a beanie.
Edinburgh's beautiful.
We're gonna go to Holyrood and a Britannia ship or boat or something.
It is very cold and windy. To dinner, to the pub. Back. Had a few pints. You get to say that in like what, 3 pints are bigger than normal pints. No, I mean normal. And of course, what do you do when you're on vacation in Scotland? You go to a pub, you get drunk, and then you go to another pub. And then you go to a bar in your hotel afterwards. With all the coronavirus going around, this has pretty much looked like every hotel we've been in. If you can get 8 persons in this tiny elevator. Look, Mackey's. Obsessed.
Oh, Gary Cracklin. Honey, go get us a crack.
Doesn't that make you hungry?
Yes.
Wow.
No,
Look
the
at the
Cayman,
sparkle.
6 of them. She might be alright from there.
I
but
want a
think you'll have
tiara.
slightly different colorization with them.
It's all wet. You guys, I've been to Texas. I've had their barbecue. I'm not joking when I say this is the best barbecue I have ever had in my life. Bubba's. Nice little barbecue place we found. I didn't notice this till just now, but look at the plates. Kansas City barbecue. Badass barbecue. Barbecue vinegar. South Carolina sauce. Damn, guys. I thought America had good barbecue.
That's delicious.
Look at that.
Look at the mac and cheese.
Cheese bowl. This is a mukbang channel now. Me and Spence were so lucky because this was the very last day they were open. They closed due to COVID-19 the next day. And we had ranted and raved about it to everyone in the group because Spence and I were the only ones that had eaten there. And they wanted to try it. And then the next day, like 3 of us called at different times, and me and Spencer happened to walk by and see that the owner was on the phone, and we asked if he was open, and he shook his head very grimly. So things were starting to get affected, and this was our second to last day there. So tight in the UK. That's what she said. Ah. It's flooding. Changes that fast, man. Wow. Look at that. There's the castle. So this was our last full day in Edinburgh, and we chose to go to Edinburgh Castle, which we were super lucky it was actually still open. They had closed part of it down because of the COVID-19 already, but 90% of it was still open, so it was beautiful. Let's see what this view is like.
Don't drop your phone.
Yeah.
So you won't get it back.
Yeah, seriously.
The castle just like barely sits on the edge.
Entering the castle. Oh, look out. Spence, look back. Here we go, you guys. Edinburgh Castle. California.
A little bit colder and wetter out here.
Yeah, but less lockdown.
Welcome to Scotland.
Thank you. Everyone who lived in the UK kept asking us where we were from and then saying we had the most interesting accent. And I just wanted to be like, so do you. Magical. Where do you get this at home?
Nowhere.
Yeah, you don't. There we go. Smile. Very cool. There you go. That's how you man the cannon. Prisoners endure things like this. Oh, Spencer. At least don't do it on camera. He farted as I was filming. Balls and take a picture, Spencer. You're taking like a giant.
It was a good guess. Those are mortars, like a mortar cannon.
Nice. Look at all of that.
Although I would have to say, you get used to it. It's very comfortable, you know. The big coat here, the waffle drop.
So we haven't done this, but we're not going to.
What?
What? We're gonna do it?
Yeah.
Ah! But the stairs. So this is one big mama jama that'll fuck fuck you up.
Yeah. Trebuchet.
Don't touch it.
Just for size.
I bet you there's Corona on that thing. Ooh, look. It's taking a video clip.
Scotland again.
Me too. If you guys have a chance to come to Edinburgh,
Scotland is bitching.
Sons and I have yet to be able to get lunch. Everything is closing due to the coronavirus.
Close, yep.
Takeout only, and then contactless payments only. We're so hungry. We managed to find a place, you guys. I think this is definitely a last meals of sorts.
Yeah.
Enjoy it while we can. Holy. Look at how empty it is, you guys. Nobody. Like 2 people way down there. There's Edinburgh Castle, guys. And just to show you what the coronavirus is doing. There's like no one here.
There's something about it, baby, I like.
Last night we were there, we managed to find a couple of pubs that were still open, and we took advantage of that. Then the next day we had a half day before we boarded the shuttle to go to the airport. So Spencer and I ended up taking a walk, and we found this cool like community park, and it turns out that there was all kinds of like monuments and statues there, and that was really cool. Edinburgh's first public park. This place is so pretty, you guys. We don't have parks like this.
So this whole rise, this city was built on like an ancient volcano, and so this big hill is from it. The hill that the castle sits on top of is from it. That's from it. That big giant kind of cliff thing over there. It's all volcanic hills.
Wow.
Pretty crazy.
Pretty crazy for a public park. And they even had like a really tall tower, and you got a 360-degree view of Edinburgh. And we really wanted to do that, except this happened. The coronavirus is ruining everything. Wow. Wow, the bay and everything. We're gonna go over there and show you guys. So pretty. Wow. That's just incredible, huh? So to see how truly special it is. We got these awesome hills, and then
over the ocean over there.
Goes over to the bay. That looks like so pretty with the blue water.
Yeah.
And see if I can get you. You're just a pea. After we got to the airport, you couldn't escape the COVID-19 outbreak. It was everywhere. All over. The NHS had billboards everywhere in there. Ads playing like on every TV. Everywhere you went, there was a coronavirus warning, you know. In the bathrooms, it was saying, wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. It was kind of weird. Look at all the coronavirus ads. Those people just got off because of the coronavirus. They couldn't afford to get stuck. Damn. They have to do a security check now that the people left the airplane. We're getting ready to leave.
Oh.
And we gotta fly back into LAX. One of 13 airports that people are allowed to fly into.
Staying up drinking last night was not a good choice.
Wow. Loud ass motherfuckers around here, huh? So at this point we were in Wales and we had to drive to Heathrow to catch an early flight. Not gonna lie, we were pretty nervous about it. We didn't know what to expect, and nobody really tells you what to expect when there's a global pandemic going on.
It will show the extent of the spread of the virus, and that'll give a clearer picture.
The only one roaming the airport right now? Police and security. Okay. Wow, it's pretty busy for what's going on.
Okay.
This really pissed me off. I could not believe that someone would be so irresponsible with their children at a time like this. Look at that. Kids in the playpen still. More weird Doritos flavors. Tangy cheese. This was probably the craziest moment of the trip. I could not believe what I was saying. And this was real life.
They're all in rain gear.
Now closing at gate E.
So this is the boarding line for Shanghai. Fucking crazy. I felt like I was in some kind of weird horror movie, to be honest. Like, it started to feel real. If you didn't catch what was going on, this is the boarding line for Shanghai from the Heathrow Airport. And every one of those passengers was getting a temperature check. That never ended up happening for us.
A little bit by the gums. Don't stick your finger in your mouth.
This is where you're gonna catch the corona. We are about an hour from landing at LAX and things start to heat up.
Fleet of Travelers Health Declaration. The flight attendants will be going through the cabin to hand out these forms. The form needs to be filled out by each passenger, one per person. Completed forms should be handed to the immigration officer during the CDC screening process when we arrive to the United States. So you do not need to give those forms back to us. You need to hold on to those until once we deplane in Los Angeles. They will be taking us off and they will talk to each person. We'd like to thank you for your cooperation. Thank you.
There you guys have it. Crazy, this is what we gotta fill out. Just there. Ready for our screening. So since they spread the form around and everyone knows they're going to be looking for people with a persistent cough, everyone's trying to get their little out now.
They're not confused.
Nope, nothing to see here, not me.
On behalf of the entire United team and our Star Alliance partners, we'd like to thank you for choosing to fly with us today. We truly appreciate your business, and we do hope you've enjoyed your flight, and we do hope to see you again real soon. Also, once the door is open, we will have to have all passengers to remain in their seats. Please do not get up. The authorities will come on and they will take you off in small groups. Also, make sure that your form is all filled out. And also, they will take the wheelchair passengers first.
Please make sure your document is completely filled out. Have it open with your passport. Again, 20 persons will be planning at a time. Please have your passport out with the document you filled out. And thank you very much for flying on United. Welcome to Los Angeles, and your carousel is B as in boy. Dad.
I really should have gone pee half an hour ago. You ready to go get screened? Alrighty, we made it through the screening and we got some nice pamphlets to read. That was the most pointless screening in the world. They asked us if we had a fever and if we'd been in contact with anyone with coronavirus.
Or if we'd been coughing. We're like, no, no, and no. I don't know.
And they're like, okay, great. Pass. CDC asks you if you have coronavirus and then proceeds to cram everyone together.
Nothing?
They want us to get corona. There's nothing. Just got out of the airport, finally. Now we're gonna catch a flyaway and be back home. This is the airport parking lot, or the flyaway parking lot. 8:15 on a Saturday. This is ghost town. So once we got out of the airport and got back to the car, made the drive home, it was dead. There was no one on the roads. It was like 8 o'clock, almost, like 7:30. So we decided to go to the local grocery store on the way home, which was kind of necessary because after being gone for 2 weeks, we had gotten rid of all the food in the house before we left. We made sure to sanitize before and after and keep to ourselves the whole time. Just look at the stores in California. Holy shit. Right off the bat. Holy shit. Everyone's right. Jesus. I don't even care what aisle this is. It's all gone. Jesus. All the bottled water is gone. Because it's our water supply that is running out. Oh my god. The cheese aisle? That was the cheese aisle. Any Tillamook? Holy shit, now they close like super early? This sucks. This whole thing sucks. It's all the food that nobody wants to eat. Like...
It's probably better than half the food we ate in the UK.
Probably is, to be honest.
You want to get these guys?
Yeah, we got a big reality check when we got home. So we were quarantined for 14 days. We stayed home. No one developed any symptoms. No one got the coronavirus. I think that's a miracle. And I also attribute that to the fact that we were very careful the whole time. We didn't touch anything without sanitizing immediately afterwards, especially high-touch surfaces that don't get cleaned. We were very fortunate in that we were able to come home. We know there are people that are stuck in other countries right now that are struggling, and we pray for those people. We were very lucky. Here's a funny note to end on. This is what we found in the glove box of our Baja Bug when we got home as coronavirus is starting to explode.
Yes.
Some hand sanitizer is probably like extinct or expired. Extinct. Wait, expires 11/20/21. Ooh.